All right, MMA fans, the action man is here, Mr. Chris Curtis. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good. Back in the gym. I'm at the PI right now, hanging out, doing some testing stuff. But I'm good, man. Just enjoying life.
Are you doing testing stuff since we can expect to see you back soon, or is not incoming fight related?
No, not incoming fight related. Honestly, it's just sorry, I was fixing the radio there. The last month and a half, actually, I've been doing a thing for the UFC, to where they have a mouthpiece that I wear during all my training. It tracks all of the impacts I have. So every time I get hit, every time I take an impact from wrestling. So I work in the fight as well. So they're just comparing the data between my training and my fight.
Oh, nice. I see.
Yeah. Just keeping track of my brain trauma.
Well, I mean, whatever it works and whatever keeps you safe, fighters' safety should always be on the first place.
Oh, I mean, most definitely, it's really cool because the way they're breaking down the information, they're showing what days and what practices where I took the most damage and ways to kind of cut back on what practices are good, which practices maybe I'm going too hard in, just how to save my head a little bit. So it's really interesting to see.
Oh, nice. I would be very curious to hear what day of the week you actually go stronger. I mean, seriously, like the sparring days, of course, but
so ours, for me, because everyone's different based on the way they fight. But for me, Tuesday MMA sparring and Saturday boxing are the days that take the most damage.
Okay. Oh,
nice. My numbers are those are the two highest days. So yeah, so we're okay looking at it okay, well, we can cut back on one of these. So it's fun to see just the data in front of you. Okay, well, this is what's happening. This is how we can make it better. So hats off to the UFC for even trying the program out and trying to help us out there.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting, and hopefully it will have some really practical applications into fighters training camp to improve the longevity of fighters.
That's number one, man, safety and longevity. So hopefully this will be the start of something very cool.
You spoke about damage taken, but you also deliver some damage, especially in your latest fight against Joaquin Buckley. But listen, December seems to be the part of the year when you get particularly vicious. Okay, since this year you delivered a knockout, last year you delivered a knockout. What's going on in this part of the year, man?
Hey, man, real talk. It's what happens when you're broke for a really long time. You got kids, so you got to make Christmas money. Getting half a check really hurts Christmas for kids. So you got kids, you fight in December, you were out there fighting for blood. So even though I'm financially cool now, you never lose that mentality. Hey, man, I'm fighting for Christmas money.
Yeah, that's cool enough. So Santa will be pretty, pretty rich.
Santa Claus got to do some violence, man. Yeah, Santa Claus got to do some terrible things to make this happen. So you're around the end of the year, you always buckle down. All right, this is money time now. So.
Anything you didn't anticipate in the Buckley fight? Was there anything at all that surprised you?
No, man, it was about as what expected. Yeah, he came out a little more. I honestly figured he'd be a little bit more reserved in his attack. We planned on him. We were going to push the pace. We thought he'd be more reserved and he wouldn't do as much. But no, he came out all guns blazing. I was like, okay, man, just strategy-wise, I would expect him to kind of reserve his gas and work in bigger flurries. But he came out throwing everything nonstop. So it kind of made our job a little easier. Okay, we don't have to come find you. So no, everything went about as planned.
Oh, that sounds good. And you deliver quite a victory and a finish in the span of a little more than 1 year. You passed from not fighting in the UFC to being ranked. How proud are you of your results so far?
It's weird, man. You think You never want to like say you're too proud of stuff, but you have to kind of sit back and like think about it. Like, man, in 1 year I've done, and I've done so much, and like it's unreal to believe sometimes to where I kind of stop to think about it. Like, man, I changed everything in a year, and like I completely changed everything in a year, and it's really hard to believe. Sorry,
No
because I
worries, no
work it
worries.
out. It's really hard to believe sometimes that like, man, like I'm making it on the stage that I've hunted for 15 years, and I get here, I'm not struggling, I'm thriving, man. It's an amazing feeling, and it's like I think I'm even more so proud that the people who believed in me, who've seen me struggle, are like, get to see me succeed after all of it. So that means the world to me.
It seems like you're the peak of your career, or perhaps not the peak, but in the most favorable moment of your career. You delivered some very, very good performances this year. Perhaps is only the fight with Hermansson the only thing you will change in 2022?
Yeah, man, that's my only, for me, that's just like the one, like, shadow on the year. And it's just a lot we could wish you could differently, like about that. Like just, it's a learning experience, man. I can do a lot of things, man. I'm pretty amazing, but apparently, like for me, at that moment, 2 weeks just wasn't enough time. So slow down, be smarter. Don't be afraid to say, hey, man, I need more time to do something. So it's a learning experience, but at the end of the day, I've lost before that fight, and I'm sure I'll lose again after that fight at some point. So you can't let the losses stop you. Like it happens, you grow from it, you keep going.
Um, what was the biggest takeaway from that fight?
For me, I've banked a whole lot my entire career on just being the more experienced guy and saying like, I'll hop in here on short notice or whatever, and I'll figure it out. I've got the experience to make it happen. But I'm at a level now to where I can't just do that. Especially being at 85, I was a natural welterweight, so even bulking up, I still kind of small for the weight class, and like I have to be a little bit more careful and about things I say yes to, because I feel that's a Hermansson fight was a winnable fight, just not in the time frame that I had, and like it's okay to say, hey, I can't do everything on 2 weeks notice. Like I did the Halls on 2 weeks notice, I did Allen on 2 weeks notice. But I'm at a point now to like, okay, we need more time before we make these big jumps, especially being one of the smaller guys in the division. You got to be a little bit more careful about what you say yes to.
It sounds fair enough. Is the fight with Hermansson something that you would like to do again in the future, and in particular, you would like to face him again, perhaps in 2023, if the occasion rises?
I would absolutely. That's one of the biggest fight I asked for. I want that one back. It was a bad showing on my part. It happens. I can't pull everything out of my ass on 2 weeks notice, but give me 4 weeks, give me 5 weeks, and I can win that fight. I got to that fight, no damage, nothing, just kind of like, didn't have the right plan and didn't adjust to it. Give me 5 weeks and I win that fight, not, every time.
I also like to, we're recording this interview a few days after your good friend or good sparring partner, Sean Strickland, fought against Jack Cannonier. Are you two still sparring, right, from time to time?
Yeah. For this camp, we didn't do too much because I had a southpaw and he had someone twice my size. So this one we didn't do too much, but Sean's still, he's still my homie.
What do you think about the fight in general between Strickland and Cannonier?
It was close. It was I had it 3-2 for Sean. And for me, it says a lot. I usually like score against my friends because I'm like really critical. I had it 3-2, man. I think there's a lot of like weird small factors that go into scoring that kind of like can skew the score. Like Sean, he said, he got cut on his nose, like just like a cut on his nose from a nail, and he's bleeding, but just like it's a small like cut, but that looks in the judge's eyes, but that looks like something else. And Jerry had a very vocal corner, and they're very vocal about the things he was doing. That sways judges sometimes too. And it's just a close fight. And I wish Sean had like pressed the pace a little bit more, but he thought he was ahead, and he didn't want to take too many risks with somebody that strong. So It just sucks, but you know, Sean's lost before. He'll lose again. He'll get over it.
I'm pretty sure he will. And what's about you and your plans for 2023? Last year, we recorded an interview in this time of the year. I asked you about the resolutions for this year. You told me that you don't like to do, you know, do resolutions, and you like to learn to enjoy the moment. So I'm just asking your plans for 2023.
Same thing, man. Just go in there and just have fun and keep doing what I'm doing, man. I'm living the dream that since I was a kid, man, like 8 years old. All I wanted to do was fight. All I ever cared about was fighting. I wanted to be a fighter since I was a little kid, and now at 35, I'm living that dream. So it's weird because I'm at a point now I had to start thinking about the future. I got to start thinking about my next steps career-wise. And, I call for the Dricus fight. I think it's a really good fight. That's the fight I wanted. I think it's a big, probably one of the cooler fights to have in the division right now is me and Dricus, like a 5-round fight night card. Would be amazing. So for next year, I definitely want to keep stepping up, keep pushing forward, up in the rankings, keep making money. But at the end of the day, more than anything, man, I just want to keep having fun. And I get to do what I love. I love this fighting more than anything. So just enjoy the moment, man. Have fun, enjoy the success, things come with it, enjoy my family, and just keep on punching people.
May I ask what Santa is going to bring to your children? This interview will air at any rate after Christmas.
Oh, nice. No, oh God, my son's 15 now. He's at that point now, which is costing me money. So thank God I'm making money. So he's already got his he's got his PS5. He's got his laptop, and then I'm flying him out first class to Vegas 3 days after Christmas for a week, and we're gonna go do everything here. So the kids, he's as a kid, he's fine. He's always got enough stuff on Christmas. He's never been really a needy kid. He's always understood, dad's out here working for his dream. It's just cool now, though, that now that he's older, he can enjoy stuff. I can do whatever I want, whatever he wants. We can give whatever he wants for him. So, yeah, whatever. The one thing he asked for, he's not getting is a car. He's 15. He wants a car. I'm like, no, absolutely not. So that's where we draw the line.
It's too early, a little bit. He still has.
Oh yeah, too. I'm like, no, there's no way.
And what's about your plans, not MMA related? Is there anything in particular you would like to do or to try in the next year?
Yeah, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna head out. Me and my coaches are gonna head out to Thailand early next year. Get some training in, do some traveling, traincation. Just have fun, man. Just enjoy what's out there. Keep learning new stuff, learning from new places, seeing new things.
Sounds fair enough. And I know that Thailand is pretty popular among fighters nowadays. So I'm pretty sure you will have your fair share of fun.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Chris, do you have any last messages?
No, man, just to everybody that believed in me, once again, thanks for the love and support. And to everyone that doubted me, I hope you die angry.
You heard it for the man himself. Chris, thank you again. Best of luck with all your upcoming fights, and hopefully I'll hear again from you in the future, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a nice one. Bye-bye.